But I don't take disrespect lightly, and she disrespected Alexis.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands, and
There's something about Caitlin Clark that makes her unstoppable, whether it's dropping jaw-dropping threes from anywhere on the court or breaking records like they're nothing. But there's more to the story. When she faced off against her biggest rival, Angel Reese, in one of the most heated matchups in recent basketball history, things got personal real fast. Taunts, backlash, and a storm of controversy. But when it was all said and done, Caitlin Clark didn't just rise above the noise, she crushed it. And how she did it? That's the part no one saw coming.
Force a turnover. Here is Clark. Eyeing the defense, dumps it in, Sonato quick turn, and the finish.
Alright, so let's rewind to the 2023 NCAA Women's Basketball Championship, LSU versus Iowa. Caitlin Clark was already on fire, breaking records, draining threes like it's nothing, basically carrying Iowa to the finals. But guess what? Angel Reese and LSU had other plans. Sure, LSU won the game, but we aren't here to talk about the score.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
We're talking about how Angel Reese made it personal. Remember that infamous "you can't see me" taunt? Yeah, Reese did that right in Clark's face, pointing at her finger to flex the championship ring she was about to win. Bold, right? But here's where it gets funny. Reese was doing the exact same taunt Clark had done earlier in the tournament. The irony is unreal.
Miss Reese did it. It was controversial because people called her idiots. We have politicians online calling her a fucking idiot.
But wait for it. The media and social media exploded. Everyone was like, Angel Reese disrespected Caitlin Clark, blah blah. But you know what? Caitlin Clark didn't even care. Yeah, she responded, and boy, it was a masterclass in shutting down haters.
honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and, be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did, and, all the credit in the world to LSU. They were tremendous. They deserve it.
Instead of firing back with trash talk or calling out Reese for being salty, Clark said, and I'm paraphrasing, that trash talk is part of the game. She literally told the media, Angel shouldn't be criticized for what she did. We're both competitors, and that's just the nature of basketball. Mic drop.
They had a tremendous season. Kim Mulkey coached them so well. She's one of the best basketball coaches of all time, and it shows. And she only said really kind things to me in the handshake line, so I'm very grateful for that too. But honestly, I have no idea, and I was just trying to, spend the last few moments on the court with.
This is what separates Clark from so many others. She's got thick skin, and she's mature enough to let the game do the talking. Her response was all class. No pettiness, no drama. Caitlin Clark showed that she's not only the best player on the court, but also the smartest one.
What were you waiting to pull out this?
Man,
This kind of the Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
Incredible.
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly, and she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. Y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
But Reese? Oh, she tried to justify it. She said she was just defending LSU and that Caitlin had disrespected them earlier. Seriously, Reese? Caitlin wasn't even thinking about you or your team. She was focused on winning, and when she did the same taunt against Louisville, it was towards the bench, not at a specific player. But Reese couldn't resist making it a personal vendetta. What's even funnier is that Reese later claimed that she loves Caitlin Clark and that the two have been competitors since AAU days. Yeah, they've faced off a lot, but come on, that's like the bully in middle school saying, I pick on you because I like you. Spare us the fake friendship card, Reese. You were salty in the heat of the moment, and Caitlin owned it without even breaking a sweat.
Pure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects! To be given opportunities to take shots tonight, they need her to feel confident in her mid-range.
And I think Iowa is okay giving up the mid-range.
Here's Clark driving in for two. Has averaged over 21 points in her collegiate career. That's third most amongst active players. Clark, backdoor, Martin, easy two.
Oh, but we aren't done yet. Fast forward to 224 when Iowa met LSU again in the Elite Eight. Guess who got the last laugh this time? Caitlin freaking Clark. She destroyed LSU on the court. Absolutely cooked them. Talk about revenge served cold. Iowa eliminated LSU and Reese had to eat her words. All that trash talk from the year before? Poof. Gone. Just like LSU's chances of winning. And did Caitlin Clark throw a taunt back in Reese's face after that game? Nope. She just kept it moving. Classy as always. When you're the best, you don't need to stoop to anyone else's level.
But basically he was saying saying Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark could be to the NBA or WNBA what Magic and Bird were to the NBA.
Here's where it gets interesting, though. People have started comparing this Clark versus Reese rivalry to the legendary Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson rivalry from the NBA. Now, that is a bit of a stretch, but think about it. Both are incredible players, and when they go head-to-head, you can't look away. It's like they bring out the best, and sometimes the worst, in each other. But let's be real. Caitlin Clark is clearly the Larry Bird in this situation, and Reese, well, she's just trying to keep up.
Glue of the team, the mother hen as they've called her. Caitlin Clark hits the three-pointer, and Clark makes history once again. No one in the history of the sport has hit more threes in a season than Clark has this year.
Recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
If we're talking numbers, because the stats don't lie, Clark has been breaking records left and right. The most three-pointers in a season, the most assists by a rookie, and the most double-doubles by a guard in WNBA history. Meanwhile, Reese has her moments, but she's not putting up the kind of history-making performances like Clark. I mean, who else is out there setting records every other week? Caitlin Clark is the future of the WNBA, no doubt. She's already a fan favorite, she's a walking highlight reel, and let's face it, she handles pressure and hate like a pro. She doesn't just rise above the noise, she shuts it down. So what's the takeaway here? Caitlin Clark isn't just winning on the scoreboard, she's winning in life. She knows how to let her game speak for itself. Haters like Angel Reese can keep talking, keep pointing at their ring fingers, but at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And that's why she's the GOAT in the making. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Caitlin handle it perfectly or what? And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more epic takes on Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, and everything in between. Peace.